Here's what's new in Photoshop 2025 July update. We've got some crazy new things, some mind-blowing features and improvements. Now, the first thing that we've got is the ability to be able to switch from different FireFly models. Let's say that we wanted to generate ourselves a little tiny paper boat right here. We can just type in little paper boat. And now you will have the option right here for the FireFly model. So this is honestly great if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of credits or you're trying to save some of your credits. You can switch over to FireFly Image 1, and this should use less credits because it is the old model compared to the newest version, which is the 2024 version. And then once you're happy with your selection, go ahead and click on generate as always. And there we go. We weren't very specific, but it's definitely generated a little paper boat. Maybe this one is not so little. This one is definitely bigger, but this one is cute. And this is what we were looking for. It's even added the little water reflection at the bottom. Now, this next one is an absolute mind-blowing feature, and I think we're all cooked, to be honest with you. If you're an editor who does composition or photo manipulation, this feature really does give us some competition. Let's say that you've got yourself this type of image where you've got a person with some neutral lighting, but you want to include it on a different image like this one. We would simply go ahead and unlock this layer, drag it over to the side, drag and drop it into here. And of course, we're just going to scale this down. We would then remove the background. And then once you're happy with the scale of the person, what we can do now is we can use the new Harmonize button right near the bottom. If you click this, this will automatically use Photoshop's generative fill. This will correct the lighting and blend this person with this background. And within a few seconds, boom, look at this. This is absolutely incredible. It is absolutely insane how much detail and lighting it has corrected. It's even added the shadow at the bottom. You can see we have this nice shadow right here, and it's very aggressive at the moment. It could be more subtle, but if you look at this image, it does actually make sense. And if you wanted to, you can switch between different variations. If you're not happy with this one, you can just switch on over to the second or the third one. And depending on your personal preference or what you're looking for, one of these will definitely make more sense. This one has a lot more accurate colors compared to the first one, but the first one is a lot more lit up compared to the second and third. Here's another example where we have a really well lit up person and a dark background. Let's see how well this does. We're going to once again unlock this layer, drag and drop the person over here, and just scale the person down. Let's say right about here. We're going to remove the background and let's position the person right about here. I would say a little bit smaller. And then once again, click on Harmonize. Let's see how well this does. I'm actually really curious to see the results. Whoa, that is, wow, that is really good. That has done such a good job. This one's even better. Oh, that second one, I would definitely say is the best one. It's captured everything. We've got the light flare, we've got the darkness, we've got a nice subtle shadow at the bottom. I am speechless. I mean, check this out. This is what we've reached so far with Photoshop and AI. The crazy thing is, I actually called this. I knew that eventually it will get to this point and it will be this advanced. It was just a matter of time for when it becomes this advanced. And honestly, it's just crazy how AI can just do this. I think we are really cooked. As editors, we are going to be replaced at some point. But I'm really happy with that result. You can see the before and after. Some really good results. This looks professionally edited. For the next feature, we have Generative Upscale. This one is for any type of image that you have which is small and you want to upscale it. You can just go to Image at the top and then go down to Generative Upscale. It will give you the option between ×2, 3, and 4. However, some images you do get an error like this one. So we're just going to upscale it ×2 and bump it up to this resolution. We're just going to press upscale, give it a few seconds for it to do its thing. And the great thing about this is that it will also preserve detail. You can see the before and after. It's actually sharpened it up as well. We can zoom in and we can see the details. And yeah, 20, 48 times 30, 72. The next biggest improvement and feature is the remove tool. As you may know, in Photoshop, we have the remove tool, and you would just simply select it. You would make sure that you have the generative AI on to be able to use this feature. And then you would select the person that you want to remove. And let's say we wanted to get rid of this person right here. We would wait for it to do its thing. And there we go. It's actually done a really good job. This motorcycle in the background may not look as great. However, it's definitely removed that person and did what we want. However, now in Photoshop, you can use the selection tool. Let's say we wanted all of these people right here to be removed. We can use the remove tool on the contextual taskbar. I am happy with this one. The first variation I created wasn't as clean as this one, but this one is a lot cleaner than the one before. It did change, of course, some of the structures and some of the other areas. But other than that, it looks realistic. If you had anyone else that you wanted to remove, let's say this one person right here, you can just select that person. I'm just going to zoom in right here, remove. There we go. Wow. Now, this next feature isn't the biggest, but I've noticed that Adobe have dedicated a full-on tool for creating stars. If you select this new tool, it will give you the option to be able to change the color. You can upscale or downscale. You can also edit the points. You can make them really pointy or rounded off. You can also add or remove points. You can drag this out and just customize this as much as you want. You can even do the inside as well. If you're looking for this type of shape,